Hi, my name is Jade and this is How to App on iOS, and I hope you're doing okay. Today I'm checking out Zodiak Gemini Plate Reverb by Yonac, so let's oj. Zodiak Gemini Plate Reverb allows you to capture the lush, blooming tones of the legendary plate reverb. Harness the latest sound modeling technology to recreate the sounds of 6 unique plate reverb units used in famous recording studios. These units lent their rich, highly diffused sound to countless classic songs from late 50s to this very day. Now with Zodiak Gemini, these unmistakable reverb tones are yours to reawaken. It is available on all iOS devices and M Series Macs, and at the time of recording this video is on sale for $7.49, usually $14.99. You can use it as a standalone or a UV3. Now let's check out a demo of it in action. Okay, so let's dig in and take a look at how Gemini works. We're going to solo these drums here from that project you just heard, and we're going to open this up. This is the interface that you are going to see. Yes, it is a plate reverb. And do we need another plate reverb? I think so. I don't know why, but we always do. It is what it is. So I'm going to hit play for you just so you can hear these drums. They're soloed. Of course, we've got some settings up here up the top. MIDI learn can be found in here. So you want to learn any of these buttons here. You know the drill. Click on them. Get your MIDI keyboard out, whatever it is you want to MIDI learn, and it's pretty easy to MIDI learn. Turn that off and you're good to go. You can clear the MIDI CC map here and you can lock it also. That's pretty much it. You've got an input and output up here that you can mess about with. Your presets, as with all Yonac apps, are up in the top corner, and you have some sections. Let's scroll down. Favorites, so if you save a favorite, they're going to appear in there. Recents, reverb tools, so you've got a whole bunch of reverbs. I do believe there's around 110 presets. You've got guitar stuff, vocals, drums, keys, strings, and effects. So a heap of stuff for you to mess about with. We're currently on this kick snap, which is in the drums, found down the bottom here. It's this one here. Let's hit a favorite. So once you hit a star, it should appear in your favorites like that. So pretty easy to do. All your little other stuff down the bottom here for adding new presets, renaming, all that kind of stuff. Your init patches down here as well, if you want to get back to that. All of that stuff, pretty standard stuff for a Yonac app. If you've used one before, you know what you're doing. Let's have a look. We've got our power, so we can turn this on and off. Now this first section here is our input parameters. So obviously all our inputs are going to feed into our reverb parameters, and each of these little plate selections here, which we have 6 of them, have their own sections here. So you can go in and change the dampening, all that. Let's turn it back on. We have a really nice transparent gain here. So if you listen to me turn this up, you can hear that reverb. But it's quite transparent. It's not really offensive or anything like that. We have underneath too these MK2. These are different filtering bands we can turn on and off. And we also have a low cut. So this is going to affect the reverb. And we have a high cut. Now what's really nice with these, I'm going to turn this off here. This little section here, this is our contour section. And there's 3 contouring modes that you can feed into the plate unit. And again, they're quite transparent, but they do a lot if you listen closely. So we've got it off at the moment. So you can hear the difference in 2 there. It's just that little bit brighter in there. If we jump over here to our reverb parameters, we've got 3 types of UK plate reverbs and 3 types of US. Let's flick through them. Let's see if you can hear the... I'll shut up. We'll go to our US ones. So listening to them like that, you can hear very distinct, very different kind of tones. Now these are taken from really, well-known plate reverbs from famous studios. So, there's a lot of apps out there that pretty much sell you one of these plate reverbs. Now they haven't even listed the names of them yet, but we understand why. But there's lots of apps out there that have one of these. They're kind of all in here for the price of, not much. We have a pre-delay. Let's go up here to this first one here. So you can hear that pre-delay working its stuff. Let's bounce over here to this section. Now this is where we have our damper, so we can put a damper on the actual plate reverb. Let's pull this one down. Get some tightness on that. Back to UKA. We have width, so this is turned up to full width at the moment. And you can hear pulling that down if you've got headphones on. Make sure you listen in headphones. Widen that out. Now I really like this. We've got this panning here. So we can actually pan the dry. We've got normal pan here, and we can send the dry over to the right or left or stereo, and we've got a mono switch here for this as well too. Nice. Here's our wet mix. Up full. And what's really sweet down the bottom, we have this mod. So let's put the modulation up, and then we'll bring up the speed. So plenty of room for some really odd sculpting and sound kind of strangeness if you really want to go and do that as well. Let's bring this back down. And of course on the end here we have an EQ. You can turn this on and off. Mids. Low end. Cut. So we've got our passes. pretty damn neat. So that's it on some drums. Not too complicated. It's not going to hurt your brain at all. It's a reverb, and we love reverbs, don't we? Why is that? I feel like I need to do a show on what makes our brains love reverbs so much. Well, let's load up. We've got Solder Box here, which will be finally the demo up this week, so keep your eyes peeled for that. Let's give this some volume. And we have Mass controlling this. Let's go through some presets here now that you know how to use it. We've got a whole bunch of reverb tools here. That's nice. Feels like there's some distortion on there. Wicked. Let's come over here and hear this one. So this is FM zone. And what can we give this? Let's go down. We've got some synth sounds, do we? Or keys? Hey, that sounds nice. Let's mess about with this. And we've got these pianos doing some really odd stuff. Now you may see over here in AUM these little dividers here. Well, make sure you check out the new video happening very soon for AUM, because AUM's had an update. And in here you'll notice what I've done. If I show you, we have this clock factor that is changed, and the ratio is divided by 2 with a clock factor, and that's creating this in with all the rest of these. This really Euclidean kind of thing going on. This not repeating kind of thing. Sounds out of time but works. Let's come in here, and while we have this piano, give it a bit of volume. Let's find a piano tone in here, because we've got some keys, and it looks like there's a couple of pianos. So piano 2, piano 1. And we'll give this a bit more. There we go. Wild stuff. Awesome. Let's close out of this quickly and open up another one here. I've got this little blues file. You've probably heard me use this in quite a few demos. This very simple kind of blues thing. Let's play it by itself without the effects. I love using this because it's just nice and simple. Let's slap this on the drums. Big sound. We've got a bass here. I just want to thicken it up a bit. Take out that pre-delay. Chonky. Let's add a bit of mod to it. Nice. Hey, this is a solo preset here, found in guitars. If we scroll to here, we've got guitars, got some acoustic ones in here. Lots of nice presets. This is the solo. Does what it says it should. And sounding very nice now. How nice does that sound? Bit of reverb on everything. Probably don't need it on the bass. So yeah, plenty of rad reverb sounds there for you to play around with. And yeah, lots of cool presets. It's again another great app from Yonac. Let's get out of here for today. Let's Oj. And that is the latest in the Zodiac series of apps by Yonac. Gemini is packed full of wonderful reverb goodness and great presets, as with all Yonac apps. It's on sale for $7.49, usually $14.99, available on all iOS devices and M Series Macs. Are you enjoying the content here on the channel? Well, please let me know in the comments below. And while you're down there, why don't you hit the like? Hit that subscribe and ring the bell to keep up with all of the latest app demos and live streams. Consider becoming a channel member for $1 a month or even a Patreon via the links below. Have a chance to win some apps and get your music mastered. Time to get out of here. Please remember to do the things that make you happy. Mistakes make you better and we'll all rise together. Stay awake and let's Oj.